How many of you can honestly look yourself in the mirror and say, I am doing my best? Because if you can, you're fucking lying to yourself. Your job right now and how you execute that job is going to create the success habits that you're going to need down the road. How you do one thing is how you do everything. If it's making fries, if you ain't making the best motherfucking fries every fucking time, guess what? You ain't gonna fucking make it. If you can't sweep the warehouse floor better than the next guy, you ain't gonna fucking make it. Because here's the truth. Losers always talk about how they hate to lose, but they don't do anything about it. But you know what winners do? Winners will do whatever the fuck it takes. Winners will show up and stay late every fucking day until they're winning. Winners will talk to anybody they can that can help them and take the lessons to heart and put them in play. That's what winners do. Losers talk about hating to lose. Losers say they hate to lose. Losers talk about how they want to win. Winners do what the fuck it takes. And that means beating the next guy. If you aren't going to work at your job every day and looking at all the other motherfuckers and thinking, dude, I'm going to beat the shit out of all of you, you don't have what it takes. Winners want to be the best. Winners have pride in being the best. Winners have pride in being dominant amongst their teammates.
All men are created equal. Some just work harder. You want to know what it takes to succeed as bad as you want to breathe. It's what goes on when the cameras go off. Hard work, determination, and grit. You will not outwork me. I will get up earlier than you. I will go to sleep later than you. I will put in more hours than you. I will read more than you. I will grow. I will do whatever it takes. I do things that separate myself from everybody. The passion that I have when I speak. The grind that I have when I do what I do. What are you going to do to separate yourself?
If you ain't got more heart than me, if you ain't been working harder than me, if you ain't sacrificed more than me, I'm gonna destroy you. And I'm not retreating. I'm not running. I don't care what they say on paper. I don't care how many games you won. We live by this and we die by this. We don't retreat.
You're not giving 120. You giving 70. You giving 60. And you want what these people who giving sweat, who's giving blood, who's giving tears, you want what they paid for, and it ain't free.
Your character is so important. And character isn't defined by times of happiness and joy and when everything's going your way. It's about, you know, when things aren't going your way, when maybe you don't get the opportunity, when maybe you put all the work in the world into something and it doesn't go your way. Who are you in that moment?
You're feeling the most trapped and down and nothing can go right. I feel like those are the moments that define you, that are like, what am I going to do now? How do you respond to that? Thinking your way, feeling your way, working your way through those things. On the other side, you know, you're the closest to getting what you want. It's always the hardest. People give up right before they get what they always wanted to get. People quit and they give up. And I will not be the person who quit before I got what I wanted.
But I'm starting to realize, bro, when you dance to your own rhythm, when you play by your own rules, and you living through your vision, that's a perfect indication you're doing it correctly. Because they literally don't see what you see. They don't see it. They don't see what you see. They don't see as far as you see. And they don't understand why you see what you see.
Reality is that most people don't change. Most people live the same 6 months 100 times in a row and then they die. They go to the same places, they make the same jokes, they have the same small talk, they work the same job, and then they die because they were never willing to be uncomfortable, because they were never willing to change. And a lot of people get real uncomfortable when I talk about this stuff. But most people are average, and most people stay stuck in the same patterns. They live the same 6 months for 40 straight years and never change. And so if you want to be exceptional, then you will often have to be the exception.
This is a friendly reminder that the clarity that you're looking for is on the other side of the action that you're afraid to take. So you're stuck in this place of indecision, paralysis by analysis, trying to find 100% certainty that the next move you're going to make is the right move, otherwise you'll be miserable. But the funny thing is, you're already miserable because you're stuck in this place of fear and self-doubt. And the clarity that you're looking for isn't going to come until you take the next step.
Yourself. You push yourself to that point where you feel that a thought is coming back it's time to rest. And when the mind says it's time to rest, that's the point to keep going. That is that threshold which is going to make the difference afterwards. So discovering your limits on the one side is the first thing, because discovering your limits means you have a vision about what you can do, and at the same time the limit is showing you what you cannot do at the moment. It is also to condition myself to a certain vibe. That vibe is, I don't know what this life is going to bring, but there is no alternative. Then when the challenge comes, when life is getting hard, there is no alternative for me than to just keep going.
When we no longer know which way to go, we have come to our real journey. What if the experience of feeling lost or confused was inviting you into a deeper inquiry with your soul? What might it be asking you to look at, to feel, to change?